Before you came to Hungary, you were in Riyadh watching the Uszik Fury fight. How did you like the fight? And do you think that these two fighters would be great as well in your time?
Well, yes, both of the fighters. Uszik and of course, what is his name, the other guy? Uszik and who?
Uszik and Fury.
And Fury. And Fury, both of the fighters are tough, and it was a great fight, and they would have been very good in our era just as well.
You also fight with the best fighters. What do you think about the influencer fights? Because it's quite popular in nowadays. What do you think about that?
Well, it's quite different because to be a good fighter, that means that you had to be in a league in which everybody pretty much do the same. Not so much on popularity, so much on what you do in the ring, more so than what you do outside the ring.
Which one was your most memorable match in your career, and why was that?
Well, Mike Tyson, because the fact that he was popular and he had been the heavyweight champion of the world, and most people thought he was going to beat me. So, so it was a pretty big thing.
Okay. And as we checked on social posts, you have a really great time in Budapest. You are here for the first time. Did you have time to look around the city? You had some very good programs. As I checked, you were in a sneaker shop also.
Yeah, one thing I like about it, it's very clean, very nice, and people. I'm like, the point of it about is how the people get along with each other, because if the people get along with each other, they get along with other people. When you find that a lot of things, when things congested and just too hard, people, it's an attitude, it's an attitude towards things like that. So it's beautiful. It's been a beautiful place.
Do you still feel the challenge to get back to the ring?
No. I'm retired. I'm retired and I'm happy about all the things that I accomplished. But when I was young, the big thing is boxing is the proper time for everything. So at that time I trained real hard. I wanted to be the very best, and sometimes some setbacks kind of bring you to the point to how far can you go. So eventually, only person ever been a heavyweight champion 4 times. So I feel like records are meant to be broke, and just as Uszik come and broke one of my records, and so the whole big thing now. How great are you to how many times you can be the heavyweight champion of the world?
Maybe more popular sports on the Olympics, and there is a question that on the Los Angeles Olympics there will be any boxing, and what do you think about it?
2028 in Los Angeles, the next Olympic Games.
It could be great. The big thing is seeing boxing. I wanted to be an Olympian because I came up poor, and people told me I wasn't going to ever be good. And I seen Leon and Michael Spinks on TV in '76. And so they came from poor areas. So I realized because of that, I could do it too. And so that's how I became who I am, man. And so I go out and, and tell people, then nobody choose their parents. Your parents are your parents, and my mama wanted me to be better than she did. She didn't want me to make the mistakes she made. So I didn't make them mistakes, and I'm this person. So my kids got a great education, and they know more a lot about books and stuff that I didn't know. And they said, "Daddy, were we better than you?" I said, "Well, because I paid for it. I said, I paid a price that you didn't have to pay, and maybe you'll pay a price that your kids won't have to pay." So success in life is about teaching your kids the proper things, and for them not to make the mistake that you made.
And what do you think about the heavyweight boxing? Because now it's like size over skills. How do you comment this?
Well, it's boxing always been pretty much the same. The guy that who have good trainers, you know, they the first thing is not to quit, but the second thing is you got to listen, you got to follow direction, because you know, regardless if you don't quit, you're not going to win if you don't know how to make adjustment. So the person who know how to make the adjustment are the person who gonna be successful. You know, when you look at Tyson Fury and you look at Uszik, that was a great fight, both ways. Both of the guys fought great fight. But you know, the smaller guy did some things that made him stand out a little bit more.
What was the secret of your success?
You know, I feel that the secret of my success is that I believe in the Word of God, and I trust in what the Word of God. And after trusting in the Word of God, I apply it, meaning that I get up every morning. I run early, I train, I eat the proper food, and not try to pick up no bad habits that gonna cause me to eventually fail in life in general. Because you know, it's how you treat people. You know, if I'm successful in boxing, but if I treat everybody else bad and do all these wrong things, that I'm gonna have other things attacking me in other areas that's not gonna allow me to be successful.
How much you miss fighting?
Oh, I really don't miss it, because you know, when I was in it, I put everything in it, and now that I'm out of it, I'm happy. It's over, and I can tell other people in my experience, you know, the things to do and the things not to do.
Okay, just one very last question. What was your very first thought after Mike Tyson bit your ear in this legendary match in Las Vegas?
Well, you know, fortunate enough, I knew the reason why he did it. You know, see, the reason why anybody bites somebody, and the reason why I knew it, because that's what I used to do. I was the youngest of the family. You know, if I'm in fighting, I want to get out. So what I do, I bite. If you bite somebody, you know you want to be out. You just want them to leave you alone. So you know, I understood when people bite you, they say, I want out. I don't care. I just want out. They just want to quit. And that's what he did. You know, same thing my mama told me. But you got to stop biting people. Well, I was biting them because I was afraid and I wanted to be out. I understand when you bite somebody, you saying, I want to be out. I don't want to be a part of it. You know, like that. So, you know, you go back to the things that you in life. You know, you take a kid by the arm, and the kid trying to get a loose. What do? He try to bite you. And you let them go. You let the kid know that you're not gonna let them go, and you start tapping their legs, like that. Then they stop biting, but because they realize that you control. So the person who control, they don't bite. But people who don't control, they bite.